Hi retail enthusiasts, I hope you're following along. If you are, I'm just sort of trying to, I don't know, give you a little bit of an insight to an entrepreneur's journey and a dream to build a retail brand across Australia. And it's been a it's been a journey, I can tell you. It's almost killed me a couple of times, but I keep trying because I think it's awesome, and I think the product that HomeFresh delivers is awesome. So we do fresh ready meals for seniors mainly, and for young people's working lunches, affordable, fresh, cooked from whole foods, cooked fresh daily, $10 each meal, 35 choices every time you come, no set menu. So that's a beautiful product. And then of course the cooking classes, we're teaching kids to cook, we're teaching disabled people to shop and cook and be social and have a good time with their friends and new friends in many cases. The guys have sort of not had a lot to do and have been stuck at home, and now they're coming to weekly NDOS cooking classes and really enjoying it and having a great time. So, you know, our product's fantastic, and I really enjoy the process of you know, thinking up a brand, thinking up a product, and then just sort of trying to work out how to deliver that, you know. And I guess you know, it didn't work at the beginning and it was very hard, but just hanging in there, not giving up. I know it's a bit cliche, but it really is true. You just keep going, and if you're listening, you know, this is a big thing. You know, I tell the kids all the time, you know, good listeners are good learners, and good learners are good earners. And I tell the kids that all the time, and then I think to myself, wow, sometimes I haven't done that, you know. I haven't listened properly, and if you've got a great product, and, you know, it doesn't have to be the best product in the world, but if it's a good product, and you keep going, and you keep listening to your customers, the customers will tell you, you know, they'll say, Steve, do you do birthday parties? Oh yeah, of course we do, cooking birthday parties. We'd never done one in our life until a lady asked me that. You know, of course we just invented something and made it special, and then did it, and then refined it, and did it, and refined it, and did it, and refined it, and before you knew it, we had a product that people really loved. So the birthday parties we're booking out 3 months in advance, and you know, that's the sort of thing that happens all the time. So each new product is almost a product of what the customers have told me, so along the way. So yeah, so we built a beautiful store in Golden Grove, and spent 5 years there, perfecting everything, and the customers kept coming and coming and coming, and the cooking classes got busier, and the meals got busier, and then all of a sudden we had a shop that was too small for our requirements. So we then moved into a beautiful purpose-built facility at Port Adelaide, and we used all the money. We used all the money from the customers of Golden Grove to build the Port Adelaide store, and then we went on from there and did another 4 years, and Port Adelaide's just been an absolute cracker of a store. Just wish I'd thought of that when I was 35, but anyway, it's another story. And yeah, away we went, and now that beautiful store at Port Adelaide has helped us build this new one at Seaford Central. So we've now got Golden Grove, Port Adelaide and Seaford Central. And you know, just the process of building the store, and basically, you know, knowing what I need in terms of, you know, benches and cooktops and ovens and fridges, and having a network of people across Australia that I can just ring up on the phone and just say, hey, listen, I need 3 fridges, and, you know, I need them here by next Thursday, and, you know, and they deliver them out of Sydney, and across they come, all the appliances, and just ring my friends up at Adelaide Appliance Warehouse, and you know, bang, next minute, all my cooktops and range hoods and ovens are here. This fantastic young tiling man from Afghanistan, he came, and I said to him, I said, you do a good job, mate. You do a good job for me, and then you can teach me how to cook some nice Afghan food as well. So we're going to have a couple of sessions once we get the store open. And you know, so there's the bonds you make along the way, the connections you make, and you just keep these people close, and you know, you try and do what you say. So if you say you're going to pay them on such and such a day, you make sure you do. And that's hard. That's really hard when you're balancing a budget that, you know, isn't a corporate budget. It's not a national brand budget. It's a 3-store entrepreneurial budget. But you know, you tell the guys what you're doing, and and you build up some rapport with them. And paying them half up front is always good, because that sort of covers all their costs and stuff, and then they're pretty good, you know. They're really helpful then. So we've had awesome people on the job. Floors look great, a bit dirty now, but so yeah, that's the sort of, you know, just the journey of thinking of something, you know. That's the hard part. Think of something and then trial it. You know, pop-up stores are so fantastic. You know, get yourself a little pop-up store, pay $350 a week rent somewhere, and just do it. You know, like when I did this, you look at this kitchen. This is a hydraulic bench that goes up and down. It's $12,500 worth. So when the 4-year-olds come in, we can drive that down 500 or 700 high, and then up to 900 high when the adults come in. But you know, when we did the first trial store with the cooking classes at Norwood, actually it was the second one we did at Marion first, and that was very good too. But the one at Norwood, we had an IKEA table, and we used to get our chopping blocks and put them underneath the legs so that they'd be up high enough for the adults to cook at comfortably. And so we did that. We put a little IKEA kitchen in. It cost $3,500. So one oven, one cooktop, little tiny bench space and a sink. And so that trial period in the pop-up store was amazing. You know, like it yielded. You wouldn't believe what it yielded. You know, within 18 months, we had a website that people said, "Oh, is this a national brand? Is this a national brand?" You know, and we were doing this on an IKEA table that was propped up by chopping boards. So you know, just to get that feeling, and really that's what's driven me this whole time is you know, listening to the customers and listening to the kids, and just hearing the love for what we do. You know, hearing the enjoyment they get out of it, and knowing that, you know, it's a valuable service. You know, people often say, "Steve, is this a charity?" Or, you know, they say, "Is this a modern soup kitchen?" That was one person said to me one day. I thought, "Oh my God," you know. And the best one of all, the one that just blows my mind, and I just think, "Oh my God, is that for real?" Like, I have people all the time, and I'm not joking, all the time that come in and they say, "Can we donate to HomeFresh? We love what you do," you know. And I think, we're a for-profit business, you know. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at now, and we'd love you to come along on the journey with me, and just I'm planning to roll out a few more of these stores and a couple of vans across the country. The vans are our mobile business, which is very lucrative and very safe business, you know. No rents, no electricity, no water bill, and just a van that drives around and does beautiful work in the community. So yeah, HomeFresh hopes to be a really major player in the ready meal business, and in the education space as well, for teaching. You know, like not going crazy. Like we're not dietitians. We're not sort of, you know, 1 gram of this and 2 grams of that. We're a little bit of meat and a lot of veg, and we're just healthy cooking, healthy eating, and get a great result, you know. So feel better. I've got truck drivers that feel better because they're eating, you know, cooked, fresh, daily meals, feeling more alert, feeling better on the road. You know, it's just amazing that my trucking community has just followed this brand so well. So yeah, that's what we do, guys, and hopefully you'll tune in every now and again and have a chat, and I'll just keep you up to date with where I'm at in the journey. And if anybody wants to help, you know, somebody in another state that wants to have a store like this, I can certainly help them set one up, and they can help me, you know, teach all the kids to cook before they leave primary school, or to help feed the senior community or the working community or whatever. So yeah, it's a very lucrative business, and you know, we've done 2 in a year, and so we've got a bit of momentum now. So if anybody wants to help us out, we'd love to help you get set to deliver the HomeFresh experience. Okay guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.